the battle and buy the newest successor to the Thigh Master. The first few days, I screamed my voice hoarse, all to no avail. Afterward, the tears came, leaving me crying for those I'd lost and those whose fates remained unknown. Most of it was for me, though, lying there, helpless as a baby, knowing I'd failed whatever tests fate had thrown my way. Then, when there were no more tears left, that's when the true depression set in. I'd failed myself and everyone I knew. I couldn't punch it, burn it, or run away from it. All I could do was wallow. I'm no superhero. I wasn't even sure I was a person anymore. I was a broken lump of flesh, beholden to a woman I didn't— "Wake up, little one," a sing-song voice called as the lone door to my room, my cell, opened. "I have a surprise for you." Holly stepped in, looking every bit the femme fatale. I gritted my teeth as she approached, feeling the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. I guess it wasn't hard to imagine her seducing my father, getting knocked up, then dumping the baby, me, at his doorstep, simply because I was an inconvenience to her free-spirited evil queen lifestyle. Yeah, so easy to picture that, but somehow I knew she was more than just some random bimbo. A lot more. A darkness radiated from her, something that spoke of power, an aura like the monsters I'd previously battled, but far more intense. Of course, that could have been because she was able to stand, while I was little more than a full body cast with shredded vocal cords. The jury was still out. "And how are we doing this fine day, Jameson?" I looked away. She's not worth it. "Oh, stop that. Nobody likes a sulka, least of all me. Besides, I wasn't lying. I do have a surprise for you. Or maybe you don't want to hear about that scruffy cowboy after all." That caught my attention, and I swiveled my eyes toward her. "I guess you do want to hear some news." She shrugged. "Too bad I don't have any to share." "Grrr! What I do have," she continued, lifting a small cardboard box into view, "is even better. We run on Duncan here, don't we?" Much as I wanted to tell her to go to hell, my stomach betrayed me, growling as she pulled out one of the glazed delights. I couldn't help it. I'd had nothing but intravenous feeding since I'd woken up. Heck, I'd reached the point where I would have gladly bitten off one of her fingers had she gotten close enough. "I think you're ready for solid foods again," she told me, holding the donut in front of my face. "Hell's bells! I'm certain you're ready for more. Quite a bit more, if we're being honest here. You're my daughter, after all, and you've had more than enough time to mend." I couldn't have cared less about her platitudes, since it was painfully obvious I was anything but healthy. But right then, all I wanted was to feel some sugar sliding down my throat. Except she continued to hold it just outside my reach. If you want it, you'll have to sit up and take it. There will be no free lunches on my watch, little one." What was that?" she asked, leaning in. I struggled to form the words against the bandages wrapped around my chin and jaw. Can't. Can't or won't?" What? Was she blind? Not only had I nearly been blown to bits, but this psycho had heavily insinuated upon my waking that I'd also survived major heart surgery. No matter how much she taunted me, both my body and brain had taken a beating. I was pretty sure even my bruises had bruises, under the swaths of gauze and plaster holding me down. Now here she was, taunting me as if she expected some sort of miracle. "Fuck it, so much for the easy way." She pulled the donut away, scarfing it down in 3 big bites before licking her fingers. I have to give the humans credit. It's not quite as tasty as the soul of a newborn, but they got it damned close. No way. She's not talking about what I think she is. She can't be. Whatever thoughts I had on the matter were interrupted as she reached down, grabbed me by the thick bandages around my torso, and lifted me from the bed, tearing me from my restraints. Not that I could have escaped without them. I could do nothing but shriek as pain exploded from every single inch of my body, my nerves relaying the extent of my injuries to my tortured mind. "Oh, enough of that," Holly snapped.